to Junk Journal Snacks. We had a bit of a break during December, but now I'm back every Sunday, Junk Journal Snacks. I'm happy to be doing some of these again. If you've seen still can't say it, December, then you know what this is. This is all the ephemera I have made during December 1st to the 25th in collaboration with Louise Heinzel. If you've missed that whole series, I can't help you. No, if you've missed that series and now you're intrigued seeing all this ephemera, then maybe you want to have a look. You can find both my and Louise's playlists down below. You see they're not Christmas themed, so maybe that was something that was keeping you from watching this series. Who knows? Anyway, today I wanted to work with something from here, even though my plan is to make a junk journal using this ephemera because it's all themed for my future urban nature junk journal. I have a lot in here, so I think I can take something out, and the thing I want to take out is this ticket roll or ticket, whatever you want to call this, ticket snippet roll kind of thing, strip. This we made on day 4 or 5, something like that. 4 maybe. Tickets in gold was the prompt for this. So let's go into Nadia's beautiful journal. And in case this is your first Junk Journal Snacks that you're watching and you want to see the rest of this series, you can find that link down below as well. So we are working in this amazing journal from Nadia. Her Instagram is, as always, linked below. I've missed working in her. Aw, I'm so happy that I'm back here. I already chose a page somewhere. It was one with a secret writing spot because the plan is to document December. Here we go. That's it. So this one here, you see, is a perfect hidden writing spot. So that's where I'm going to add my conclusions and learnings and all the fun things from December. And I love what Nadia has done here with this beautiful splattering of coffee and gold. And my plan is to use this ticket strip or part of it to attach it here to this flap. So I need to first cut this down a little bit. I just want to be sure that I can somehow cut it so that I don't have to cut into one of these metal gears, which I couldn't anyway. I will trim it here right at the middle of this green mushroom. And I can still definitely use this on another project. Like that. Oh, actually, I need to put some gold on this edge here because I've edged the whole snippet roll. It's not a snippet roll, it's a ticket roll. With my golden gilding wax. And I don't feel like putting it on my fingers today. So since this is so soft, I'm evil. I'm not evil. I hope I'm not evil. I am able to apply it with another tool. So that's kind of convenient because that gilding wax is kind of hard to get off your fingers. And maybe you remember I used some of this gold foil from my chocolate in some of my projects for December. And so I thought, well, maybe it would be fun to add some pieces here as well, just to stay in that same vibe, since this is going to be my December page. So I can just kind of glue it in between some of the spots here, since these are not completely glued down. As you maybe remember, we just put them on some masking tape. I did not use glue at all. I didn't sew. They are just mounted on masking tape. So now I have the opportunity to add some more things in between, which is fun. So I'm just going to use my tacky glue. I hope you're able to find some chocolate with gold foiling. The one I got was 85%. It's from a local brand from Ja Natürlich, an organic brand that we have here in the supermarkets. But I'm sure there's other chocolates. You might have to taste your way through a few chocolates before you find the right one. Wouldn't that be a bummer? Horrible task. If you need any help, let me know. I'll help you taste some chocolate. What do you think? Very goldy. Okay, I think I am ready to glue this on. So I'm just gonna put some glue on the outside of the, like on the outer part of the flap. And something I should have definitely considered before I glued this down was that I actually want to decorate the page here as well, because it still kind of looks a little bit plain. So I'm just gonna have to see if I can still do that. I have these fun gears that I have been gifted. And I thought, since we have some gears here in metal, maybe I could add other ones as well. This one would, of course, have been really cool right here, but now I've covered this up. I could still cut it off and use it, because that does look kind of cool. I'm not sure about the black. Maybe I will have to put gilding wax on this as well. And then maybe use some of the smaller ones for the opposite side on the left. That looks pretty funky, but the black I think is too much of a contrast here. So either I put some gold gilding wax, although that might kind of, you know, be over the top with the gold, or I could paint them like with acrylic paint with my beloved shade green, which is blue, to go with my color scheme of my book here. Maybe I will do that instead. This is the one I found at Action. They only seem to have it for a short while and then it disappeared, unfortunately. So I'm going to cry once this is empty. I think it's not even half full anymore because I use it all the time. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over these with the paint. Might need 2 coats actually because it's black underneath. I ended up using 3 coats and now I think it looks good. But I do want to enlist the help of Mr. Van Gogh 803 Deep Gold. I do want a little bit of gold on there, but I don't want to wait for the gilding wax to have to dry. So I'm just gonna use the watercolor instead to really just kind of edge it a little bit. Yeah, that one is nice. Just the spikes are gold. I like how that turned out. So here they are, all finished. Now I just need to glue them onto my page. And that way I can still use this somewhere else. I also think it would be fun to have a tab on this page. I'll have to put it from behind because if I put it like I would normally glue a tab on the front and the back, then I can't open this. So I'm just going to put it on the back side here. And I thought that would look fun, maybe again using the gold foil, but the gold foil itself is a bit flimsy for a tag. So I'm going to cover just a random scrap of cardstock with this foil first and then cut out a tag shape. Not tag, tab shape. Shape. Oh my goodness. I decided I'm actually going to use my tab punch instead of cutting it out by hand. You can find these linked below, but you can of course also do it by hand. So this is just going to be a single one. Ooh. Uh-oh, this is not working. Oh wow, this is really not working and I think I just jammed my punch. Good job, Barbara, good job. Yep, this is now jammed. So what do? No, we don't cry. That's an option, but it's not going to help us. I will try to unjam it with my screwdriver by just hitting this inner part. There we go. That always seems to work. So if that ever happens to you, that's what you got to do. Don't throw your punch away. Yeah, this was the piece that was lodged in there. Maybe this was because the glue wasn't dry. So please don't try that at home. I don't want to be responsible for you ruining your punch, but this now is working again. Yay! So what do we do with this ruined bit here? Maybe we can still salvage that by just cutting off that part on the bottom. Like that. So either let your glue dry or just cut it by hand to be on the safe side. Don't do what I do. So the idea was, it's actually still fairly flimsy. Why? There's a cardstock underneath, no? Anyway, so the idea was just to glue it like that. That's a cute little accent right there as well. And then I wanted to say Defemember somewhere. I could just stamp it here, but I think it's a lot more fun to stamp it on a separate piece and then have that dangling from the tab. What do you say? I will use my clickable alphabet stamps. I have these linked below as well. I'm going to take a scrap piece of beige cardstock and try to stamp it here using my black archival ink. I don't think I can stamp it in one because I don't think there's enough letters, but we will see. There's only 2 E's here. So I can do Defem. I'll take a ruler so that I'll hopefully be able to line them up. It's going to take 3 times to stamp this. Louisa, why did you pick this word? This is not good. The B is just horrible. I have another side. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm a perfectionist. This is beyond my capabilities. I did it! Kinda. Now I'll just cut around this to make a strip. Then I want to cut the corners off to make it look more like kind of a label shape. Oh, I did something wrong here. Because I was going to put an eyelet in the front so I can attach it to my tab. There's no space for the eyelet now. Okay, I know actually what I'm going to do. So I have this cardstock and it has all these like labels and tickets and tags, everything on it. And I think this shape would actually work very well for our purpose. I'm going to cut this out and then I can just make the hole here and everything will be fine. Oh, I forgot. I wanted to ink that up. What is with me today? And can I just say while we're on the Defemember topic, both Louisa and I were absolutely blown away by the amount of other YouTube channels participating. That was just incredible. Maybe you noticed as of day 3, I think I gave up trying to link the other channels in my playlist because it wasn't possible. Like I would have not been doing anything else for the rest of December other than linking channels. There was no way to keep up. So we're both super touched by how many of you decided to participate, and it's just amazing. You guys all made such fun and amazing ephemera. It was so fun to see everyone's take on everything. What an amazing community we have. I'm just speechless. But I hope even if you don't have a YouTube channel that you had fun participating. Louisa and I had a blast. So I want to cut these corners now the same shape. I think I want to cut this first of all shorter. And then I also want to cut off the corners. It's kind of uneven, but I'm just going to go with this now. So I need to ink up the edges. So if you haven't checked out the other channels, because it's hard to keep up with all the channels, some of them were really doing it daily. Some of them were just participating for some of the prompts. If you just put the hashtag #Defemember, you see how smoothly I can say this by now? If you just put that hashtag into the YouTube search bar, you will see at this point probably hundreds of videos with tons of amazing inspiration for you. Now I still need to put an eyelet in here in this tab. Should have maybe done that before I attached it, but that's okay. And I want to say it again, if you are into junk journaling and you don't have a crocodile yet, this is one thing worth saving for or investing in, because it's like one of the coolest tools ever. Okay, so we have that, and now we just need to attach that, and maybe I will do that with a cute little bulb clip. We'll see if that works. Otherwise, I will just use some twine. That's also fine. So there we go. There's our Defemember page. I like it. So I will add some journaling later, but it's ready to go. Maybe you have a journal as well in which you can reflect about your Defemember experience, see what you learned, see how you grew in that time. That's always fun. So thanks for hanging out with me for another Junk Journal Snacks. Hope to see you here next Sunday. Love you guys.